finna go.
Alright, let me get up out here.
You too. Yo.
Man. Good. I just won't be good. Smile all in my face. You don't like me. Like, why you don't like me? Like, how's y'all feeling, bro? You know what I'm saying? We got something totally different than our average videos, man. You feel me? You know, we got a niche normally is music and fights and drama.
And streamers, YouTubers.
Drama, you know what I'm saying? We coming a little different.
Yes,
a little
sir.
special today.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? My guy Vaughn here pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Went live on TikTok for a minute. And for all the TikTok viewers out there who's watching here now, subscribe, man, because, you know, you follow.
Subscribe to the channel. Road to 1K for your boy.
You feel me? So, y'all, road to 1K for my guy, road to 100 for MK. I already know the vibes. Today, we got DoubleMk Reacts. Featuring...
Yeah, big vibe in the building. You already know who it is.
Today, man, we got... Which one?
$1 billion LA house.
We got a tour of the most expensive, it is allegedly, alright? Allegedly, the most expensive house. You feel me? From the thumbnail that was shown, demonstrated for the thumbnail, it was $1 billion.
Billion.
Listed. 1 billion listed. So we gotta see what this house looks like, if it's worth $1 billion. And I would like for you, the viewers, comment down below, would you buy this house worth $1 billion, bro?
I wouldn't. Too damn expensive.
And we're gonna see everything that it comes with. It better come with a
basketball. It better come with a basketball court
and a time travel portal, bro. So I can go back and not purchase this house, bro. So y'all, without further ado, bro, $1 billion.
And sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Let's go. Get your popcorn, bro, if you ain't got it.
The top out-of-sight class. Those with immense wealth who live in private luxury, barely glimpsed by the average civilian. This is old money that echoes across generations, weaving the fabric of our collective history and forming the very institutions of our modern world. And forming the very institutions of our modern world. Welcome to Chateau du Champ de Bataille. So welcome to one of the most expensive homes in the entire world. We're here in Normandy, France, where behind me, that's right, that is one of the most expensive homes ever in the world. And in this episode, we're getting a tour of the house, the property, the whole thing. This is the largest private garden in all of Europe, and it's actually so big that we need a golf cart to tour the space. Bonjour. This is Zachary with Barnes International, and he will be touring us around the grounds.
Bonjour à tous, welcome everyone.
All right, let's roll.
Let's go.
So the estate encompasses over 300 acres of land, consisting of 6 main structures on the property that we'll be touring. The grotto and the Indian palace, We've got the main chateau and the gardens, then the Greek theater and the greenhouse. We're actually staying overnight here at the chateau, but more on that later. Now, before we immerse ourselves into this world of unfathomable wealth and reveal the price tag of this listing, we need to understand the history. Château de Champ de Bataille, or the Battlefield Castle, was built in 1652 by royal architect Louis Laveau, who takes his place in the history books for designing the Palace of Versailles, where the royal French family lived a mere 20 years after this. This chateau is actually the prototype inspiration for Versailles. Famous French gardener André Lenotre, who created the Gardens of Versailles, also designed the gardens here at this chateau. So this is a piece of living history. Now, during the French Revolution, the chateau was stormed and the furniture was sold throughout France. The home then passed through various owners over the years, even serving as a field hospital during World War II. Then in 1992, the current owner, Jacques Garcia, world-famous French architect and designer, purchased the rundown chateau and has since dedicated the last 30 years of his life restoring this palace to its former glory, and more importantly, filling this chateau with priceless art belonging directly to the French royal family. Everything in here is authentic. For example, these 4 vases here were gifted to Napoleon by the King of Sweden, and they're here in this house. This is an actual human body mummified from Egypt in this house in France. That is wild. It's rumored that, and they're here in this house. This is an actual human body mummified from Egypt in this house in France. That is wild. It's rumored that Garcia purchases a piece of new art every day. Now, the actual price value of this home, it's nearly impossible to put a number on. But recently, an undisclosed private offer in the multiple 10-figure range was made to purchase the home, and it was declined by Jacques. Rather, it's his dream that the doors of the chateau be open to the world, ensuring that future generations can experience the magic and the mystery of this royal French treasure. And I'm working with Barnes International to market this home for rent. So if you're looking to rent out this chateau, please contact me via email in the description of this video. And with that, we're starting our tour here in the formal gardens, which are absolutely colossal. So we're now at the center of the property.
Yeah.
What's the significance about this behind me?
So the exact place where we are now, it's the perfect middle of the castle. That means there is 500 meters on that part and 500 also on this one.
So back in 1992, all of what we're looking at right now was just an overgrown field lost to time, until Jacques found the original garden design plans in the chateau. He then excavated and recreated these gardens exactly how they would have been almost 400 years ago. First, he dug a 550-meter-long canal, which is definitely a defining feature of the property, to feed the vast network of elaborate fountains and water features, such as this circular entrance fountain with these gilded statues of dolphins emerging from the sea, surrounding an ornate globe rising in the center. Even where we're standing right now at the center of the property, you've got these wild clawfoot soaking tubs overflowing with water, and the cost to turn on these fountains is apparently 20,000 euro just to turn on and run the fountains here. So you could have a jet ski in here. That's how large this is. It takes a full-time staff of 15 of the best gardeners in all of Europe to maintain and create these elaborate garden designs, consisting of stunning geometrical patterns and even human-sized hedge mazes throughout the property. On the side of the castle, we have a lawn with chess pieces that are probably 8-9 foot tall here, and look how perfect these are. I mean, shocked that they can actually do this. The role of the gardener here at the chateau is, I'd say, the most important role because of how much acreage we have. And one of the most intricate and prominent design features in the gardens are the symmetrical lattice design box gardens leading up to the front patio of the chateau. Now, the garden is based on the principle of imposing order and symmetry over the land. And back in the 17th century, the #1 way a king could show his flex and his power over the land was symmetry, controlling nature. So if you notice, all the hedges are squares, because you don't find a square like that in nature. And I think that is just fascinating that they had the ability to do that way back then, and that it's been preserved today with this. It's kind of mind-boggling.
That's
I also
really a
noticed the
freaking like
hedges
Mario
are
Kart
cut
race car
in
track
shape
in the
of a
backyard.
wave, which are at least 30 feet high. I think the biggest thing I want to drive home is the scale
bushes,
of this place.
bruh, looking like walls.
And how you really need a person walking through the gardens to show the whole 45 acres. Like this is, I've never seen a house like this. Ever.
That's fucking
I don't think
nuts.
anyone has, because typically stuff like this is off market, especially in France and the Paris market. It's very private, and in the past 3 years, Zachary was saying that they're becoming a bit more public facing, using things like social media to sell, so here we are.
What?
Damn.
If you've been in a car accident,
Hold on, we have to see the overview
don't
of it.
call an attorney. Use this AI app instead.
There's also a theater here.
Yeah, so it's inspired by a Greek temple because during the 17th century in Europe, the archaeologists, they just discovered all the Greek temple and everything, so that they were trying to reproduce it in all the biggest home, like this castle, for example.
Wow. So back in the day when they discovered the Greek theater, the wealthiest of the wealthiest wanted to say, hey, I want to have a Greek theater at my home.
Yeah, because for them it was amazing, this discovery. It was completely new. They didn't knew this was existing because it was like almost 1,000 years before them.
And this is the living stage in the Greek theater. So essentially, they made this garden a replica of the original Greek theater because back in the 17th century, it was so expensive to travel the world, where those who were at the upper echelons of wealth would bring the world to their property. So that's what you're seeing here. And it's pretty spectacular. For instance, even behind us we have ivy, which has been cut to mimic the architecture of the ancient Greek theater. That's ridiculous. I mentioned that there's 15 gardeners.
So
that
this is
maintain
old
this
school
land.
shit.
They planted flowers that start blooming in May and end in October. So the entire year you have bloomed flowers. And that's where that price tag of $1 billion comes from, because you really can't put a price on this. Start blooming in May and end in October.
Why he
so the
leaked
entire
the
year
amount?
you have bloomed flowers. And that's where that price tag of $1 billion comes from, because
Oh, I know what you
you
said.
really
1
can't put
billion.
a price on
Yep,
this because
because you
it's
said B.
history and it's art.
Oh my goodness.
There is an Indian.
That's
Indian
hard.
Temple,
That's hard.
Indian palace, palais in French. There's an Indian palais on the property.
It's the type of music you listen to, bro. Damn.
Essentially, Jacques.
These niggas got real tigers in there. Bro, that's a
Essentially,
real
Jacques
tiger.
brought in, I believe, it was what, 5 containers?
600.
600 containers of actual materials from India to build this palace.
In 1992.
In 1992, apparently he has parties where he brings in elephants, lions, tigers, and bears.
His own personal
The
carnival.
only way to go from here to the Indian Palais is this boat.
I mean, you could walk around, but we're gonna take the boat. So this is the Indian Palais.
Yeah, the Indian Palais,
Anything, we're gonna
all of
continue
what you
this.
see here.
I like this.
is
We can do
really
parts
from
of this
Indian,
because it's 30 minutes.
Replica.
Okay.
10-minute
Jacques
part.
the owner,
So 2
he
more
brought
minutes.
all of this by shipping containers.
Hey, I'm at a loss for words for how large the scale of his thinking is. The fact that, like, it looks like we walked into India. It looks like we are in India right now. So there's a house in the Indian palace,
Yeah,
right?
Jacques, when he come here, he's living there.
So welcome to the living room of the Indian Palais, and just take a look around. It's one thing to hear 500 shipping containers, but to see all of the artifacts. Like, come look at this. Look at this leopard. Look at this thing. I don't really have words for this, also because we don't know the value of everything. I want to mention that in the price point of this chateau, I believe we were told there's $1 million worth of art alone.
$600 million
chateau.
of art,
You
bro.
can see just from around.
Most of that billion, you're not even paying for the house.
Look at this chair.
You paying for the art that's in the house.
And that shit's way more expensive than the house.
Literally, yeah.
Hookah lounge.
Literally, yeah, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, they have a whole elephant.
What?
Like, that's artifacts. That's artifacts in the house.
Just
Millions
don't
of
touch anything
dollars.
either. Hookah lounge.
This is a hookah
Oh my
lounge.
gosh.
Okay, so we're gonna pause. Hey, we're gonna pause it right there. Part two. We're not done with this, but part 2 coming soon.
Yeah, y'all stay tuned, bro. Most expensive house in the world. They said it's one of the most expensive houses.
One
in
of the
world,
most.
But we finna title it as the most expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do the thumbnail. We're gonna be like, because it's the most expensive. You feel me? Y'all, I appreciate you watching this far into the video, man. You feel me, y'all? Stay tuned. Of course, we got the reactions coming.
We got reaction story times. So we got content coming for you guys.
Yeah. So y'all subscribe to this channel that you see. Subscribe to my guy
Big Von.
in
You already know.
chat, you know. And y'all, without further ado, any last words?
Subscribe to our YouTube channels. Road to 1K.
Road to 100K.
And we go.
Good. I just won't be good. Smile all in my face when you don't like me. Like, how the fuck you don't like me? Like, why I stay the house? I just won't be good. Right, this grind gon' take me to the light G.